हेलो एवरीवन, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू। आज है 18 अक्टूबर 2022, दिन है ट्यूसडे, और आज हम करने जा रहे हैं द इंडियन एक्सप्रेस की न्यूज एनालिसिस। स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एफिडेविट इन सुप्रीम कोर्ट, सेंटर क्लियर द रिलीज ऑफ बिल्किस केस कन्विक्ट, सीबीआई एंड कोर्ट अपोज्ड गुजरात। Gujarat government told Supreme Court on Monday that it would decide to release 11 convicts in Bilkis Bano case as they complete 14 years and above in prison. Their behavior was found to be good, and its rental also be conveyed is concerned and approved in a affidavit filed in the response to petition challenging in remission granted to prisoner. The state also said the Superintendent of Police, CBI Crime Branch, Special Crime Branch, Mumbai, and Special Civil Judge, CBI City Civil and Session Court and Greater Mumbai had the March last year opposed the earlier release of prisoner. उसके रिलेटेड ये आर्टिकल देखिए। आप चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल पे। क्वेश्चन फॉर द 9 hours Sasodya claim pressure to join BJP. CBI denies after the 9 hours questioning in Monday in the case written to allege the regularities. Delhi's previous excise policy deputy chief CM Manoj Sisodia and CBI face of the over the former said transparency at the agency headquarters. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे। गुजरात फ्रीम साइंड MOU with election commission to name same the worker who do not vote. For the first time, over the 1000 corporate house in the Gujarat have to sign the agreement with election commission EC undertaking to monitor electoral participation in the workforce to publish the name of those who do not vote in their website or office notice board. Disclosing Gujarat Chief Electoral Officer CEO P. Bharti told the Indian Express, "We have signed 233 MOU memorandum of understanding that will help to enforce the guideline of the Election Commission for the first time in Gujarat. Will be the monitoring the election participants." अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल पे। सेंटर सस्पेंड एक्स in case Rep Wilder was Andaman Nicobar चीफ सेक्रेटरी। तो उसके रिलेटेड ये आर्टिकल दिया। अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पर। जो एग्जाम प्रोस्पेक्टिव से इंपोर्टेंट आर्टिकल्स होंगे हम उनको डिस्कस करने की कोशिश करेंगे। PM point to challenge high import bill in edible oil fertilizer. Launch single brand Bharat urea fertilizer. After the smoke in cabin, DGC ordered to dispatchers to inspect Q400 fleet. Top court to examine if Muslim girl competent to marry at age of the 16. Voter roll revision. Jammu Kashmir opposition party to protest over the inclusion of non-local. Confidently clauses unfair to the block users. Twitter in High Court. Supreme Court dismissed the Kerala government appeal against the leasing of airport to Adani Group. 9 trustee quit university in Gujarat over the government's appointment as chancellor. Move made by the class political pressure, said trustee. Media, NGO, judiciary being misused to dish out the diverse ideas, said Rajnath. Rijuju in letter, CGI sought action against the online attack on judiciary. 415 million Indian rose from the poverty between 2005 to 2006, 2019 to 2021 report. Accused may have used the mortuary experience to cut bodies. Police. Watching as judge man called DGP for clean chit to official held. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे। एडिटोरियल की पेज है। डोंट बी prickly. India need to be sure of the effort to address the malnutrition instead of the concentrating global hunger index. The authors of the Global Hunger Index GHI released on October 15 write that the level of hunger in India is serious. The country is ranked 107 of the 121 countries they study. with a score of 29.10 means no hunger. India is behind the South Asian neighbor Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan. Close to 20% of the children in country below the age of 5 suffer from the most visible and life-threatening from the malnutrition. Wasting of low weight for height above the 45% of such interim of the its authors. An official stand has described the report as part of the conscious effort and after the next article जो under Beijing shadow. Current churn in Asia provides the Delhi and Washington historical opportunity to build a new Congress since convergences. American national security strategy issued by the Joe Biden administration last week and Chinese Communist Party 20th Congress, this which promised to reshape the geopolitics of the Asia and Indo-Pacific. USNS SS have been affirming that the China remaining the greatest threat. CPC is likely to double down the Xi Jinping muscular quest and reveal the USA as dominant power in Asia. As the protest for the eliminating in the Sino-USA conflict recent, the India and the rest of the Asia must be out of the systematic challenge that the likely will be pursued. Asia has been the multiple phases in USA-China relationship. In the second half of the 19th century, American missions began to arrive in China and began to generate the empty of society. China, however, they steadily moved in the other coalition and especially under the Xi Jinping, who is the convicted himself to West as terminal decline. Using the worst instrument of the hard power of China under the Xi Jinping effectively sought to undermine the US alliance and Asia, mount to pressure on American forward military presence in Asia. The US is now pushing back. The principal instrument in the US response to have to rebuilding the traditional bilateral alliance with Japan, Australia as well the constructing new partnership with countries like India, developing new regional coalition. India engagement with US and China dynamic has now been uncomfortable one in past. Today India American policy are converging. तो उसके रिलेटेड ये आर्टिकल देखिए अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे winning and winning BJP outreach on Muslim or for OBC communities and eye-catching maneuverings in polarized times. The Pasamad Muslim Conference organized by the BJP on Sunday, the Lucknow is a part of the politics of outreach that the party has been working on the expand to issue basis. The BJP has managed to successfully build a Hindu vote around the headline politics and mix the nationalism and religion from the scene 2014 and win the election and including especially in Uttar Pradesh. Now the party seems to be looking beyond the coarse voters and engaging the caste and communities that traditionally voted for the non-BJP parties for farewell in election gain, especially after the next article spec cagging the teacher. Why Andhra fails the organized system for the teacher attendance would not be reform education. The phase recognized the attendance system at the been put in place in school in Andhra Pradesh. Teacher attend to recorded twice a day. Alter they send them to administrative official via the SMS informed from the about longitude and altitude of the place where the teacher is present. The policy change aimed to the rising of quality of education, improving the learning experience of students, and including that the assistance from the formative level. Several reports held by the move as the revolutionary shift to the will help to children to develop the area of abilities, provide them to experience and enhance the problem solving and critical thinking as a passed on the spirit inquiry and student report on the National Commission Teacher 1983 and 1985, the NCF 2005 and the NCF TE 2009 have to match that useful for this purpose. All the policy document argument the treating teacher as a professional, not as the gadget of the employee. Those who present serve to be constitutional monitor. After the next article, by miracle cure, Dilip Mahavir's pioneered a simple and effective solution of the Dirhora that saved the millions of lives. In 1971, as the Bangladesh Liberation War entered to monsoon month, in the wake of heavy rains and floods, the came cholera. In refugee camp in Bangladesh, West Bengal, under the Kolkata President Dilip Mahapata's supervision, it is the situation to terminal critical. The camp was running to out the intravenous fluids line that have the standard to treatment the severe and frequently fatal the dirhore the cholera causes a lack of enough trained staff and administrative the despite Mahabla turned to the olar rehydration therapy or ORT still not widely expected to the dirhorrhea treatment and support to be the Johns Hopkins University Center of Medical Research and Training in Kolkata and begin to administrative presence mixture of table salt and अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे the idea space the one leader country Xi Jinping have already become the party and when the college hanging up there the boot to their the nature restriction and he will be sole the leader of the government and his next target is nation. ये सिंगिंग के ऊपर दिया गया है. Although the 20th National Congress of Communist Party has to retain numerous attendance and clear that it is in the past session to will be the tightly choreographed effort with everything decided during the run-up and the Congress merely governing staff it um, one can only withdraw interference from the visual and the main address is Xi Jinping. There is a method of the Xi Jinping model in the preliminary address of the October 16. Xi Jinping quoted the country, people and party and saying that this is a country each its people and Communist Party of China have to people to establish the people of republic. तो उसके रिलेटेड ये पूरा आर्टिकल दिया गया है. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल पे ए मोर क्रेडिबल डिटरेंस Arhint SLBM launch in significant step toward the strengthening Indian nuclear umbrella. October 14, India joined a select group of nations when the announced the successful launch at the SLBM. The submarine launched ballistic missile over the six nations have been demonstrated the similar underwater capability, including the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council, Russia, UK, France, China. In August 2016, North Korea claimed the successful launch of the SLBM. Defense Ministry press release noted the missile has started to the predetermined range and impact the target area in Bay of Bengal with the high accuracy. With the operational and technological parameters of open system be valid, the achievement is significant in the context of the Indian strategic profile. The Navy, DRDO, and the other agencies have been able to its successful should be the contempt and will the October 14 launch validity the credibility of India underwater determine. It is a much added to that is still work in progress. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे द पॉलिसिंग वी डिजर्व इंटरवल व्हिच टर्न इनटू 100 next year need to be set up the new challenges. The Srodity stag of measures and gestures from the killing of youth children due to the proliferation of gun culture, exploitation, abuse of children and women, targeting the details of the identity thief, and shifting the income from the becoming incomplete the area concern of growing the and find the resonance all over the world for the human trafficking to disturbing in terms of financial crime by the high and mighty and heaven provide to the fugitive success in tourism, money laundering of the proliferation of illicit trade based on the counterfeiting and smuggling the transfer over the including highly modernized agency with the sophisticated veteran and facing these challenges तो उसके related ये पूरा आर्टिकल दिया गया है अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे जो वर्ल्ड की है रशियन फोर्स लॉन्च टू डेडली सेकंड वेव ड्रोन अटैक ऑन सेंट्रल कीव इरानियन कामाकाजी यूज्ड यूक्रेन प्रेग्नेंट वुमेन among four killed. Russian attack Ukraine cities with drone on Monday, killing at least four people in the apartment building down the Kiev during the morning rush hour and target to infrastructure across the country in second wave of airstrike in week. उसके related ये आर्टिकल दिया गया Germany had runs the energy support finance minister drove almost all the UK tax cut plan. UK new treasury chief reviewed the government's economic plan on Monday, dramatically revising the most of the tax cut and spending the plan to Prime Minister Louis Truss announced as less than a month ago and raising the question about the how long we deliberated British leader can we stay in office. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे वे टू ट्रेन 15K Iranian troops. European Union Foreign Minister expect to agree to a mission of training 15,000 Iranian troops for the next month, an extra 5 million euros towards funding for armed delivery to keep when they are the meeting Luxembourg on Monday. Laura Brand Bolsonaro tiny little dictator of the in Brazil TV debate. Brazil former President Luiz Inácio da Silva and including George Bolsonaro classes in their on first one-on-one debate Sunday, 2 weeks before the president election runoff. Nearly 5 million official probe for the corruption China. China's ruling Communist Party says that it probed to almost 5 million members for the possible corruption over the last decade, with the formal criminal case brought to the against the 553 whether that will be curb in economic slowdown and restore the faith in the authoritarian system in remain unclear. Pak likely to exit FTA grey list. Pakistan is likely to exit the grey list of financial action task for the FTA this week after the flash of numerous categories since 2018 of failing of the check money laundering and the terrorism financing. The drowned the report said on Monday. Hunter attended the funeral for the four members of Sikh family in California. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट है BTS swap one Emery for another vote to the honor of South Korea draft. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे जो एक्सप्लेन की है Kamikaze drone. The UAV are the named after Japanese suicide pilot in the World War One. Iran is alleged to have the supply of them Russian missile trained down the Ukraine capital Kyiv on Monday, killing the three people, hunting the power facility and civilian building in Reuters report. All night, all morning, the enemy terrorist terrorists and civilian population. Kamagaji drone and the missile are the attacked on the Ukraine, and President Vladimir Zelensky protest on Telegram. Kamagaji drone had struck Ukraine cities last week too. The country accused Iran supplying Russia with them. Earlier this month, the governor of the Zaporizhzhia on Johnson at the Iranian med said 136 drones have damaged to two infrastructure facilities in the city. Ukraine have received own Kamagaji drone from USA. After the next articles by reading the Indian's hunger score, government reject the global hunger index report and effort to the tent in India. What does the report say and how did they reach to the conclusion? What is the source of data it used? Last week the concern worldwide and wet hunger life released the latest edition of the global hunger index report. It ranked India to 107 out of the 121 countries that will have released to the 136 countries, that is the asset, and 15 countries individual score could not be critical and rank can be determined owing the lack of data. The government have responded by the summarizing, dismissing the report and calling it misinformation and part of the consistent of the effort to tackle the Indian savage. Global hunger index. The in commonplace hunger amplifies the discomfort due to the lack of food. However, the GHI is more complex measure. It is measure for the supported measure of capture the meat ये पूरा आर्टिकल दिए गए हैं आप इसे सेल्फ एनालिसिस पढ़ सकते हैं month after the getting covid 4 in 10 had to not fully recover study of 10,000 people in the Scotland found that 20 people have to be sick with COVID-19 report not recovering at all. Another 4 in the 10 said they had not fully recovered in from their infection many months later. After the next article, under the lens of revenue police in Uttarakhand, the aim to protest after the murder of the 19 years Ankita Bhattarji in Uttarakhand last month demand to rise to the scrap the state revenue police system. This was the allegation by the revenue police of list registered complaint in the time and he went said to the side with accused. On September 24, Uttarakhand Assembly Speaker Ritu Kandhuri wrote to the Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami requesting him to the end of the system. The state cabinet have to approval proposal to repeal the revenue police with the regular police. उसके रिलेटेड पूरा आर्टिकल दिया गया न्यू कोविड-19 वेरिएशन स्प्रेडिंग अक्रॉस द ग्लोबल व्हाट रिस्की डो दे पोज as even as the case of COVID-19 are the all-time low in 2016 in infection recorded in the country over the 24 hours. The Omicron subvariant such as a BF7 and recombination variant such as a XBB is spreading in the several countries. तो उसके रिलेटेड ये आर्टिकल दिए गए अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल्स पे जो इकोनॉमिक की है Flight against the inflation will be dogged and flagrant RBI report. The fight against the inflation will be dogged and flagrant as the monetary policy operate with the long and variable lags Reserve Bank of India report. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल Jantra V. Ravan, member of the Monetary Policy Committee RBI. Whatever we have done to or do in 2022 can be only bring inflation down in mid 2023. A strong votary of tight monetary policy, Jayaratan V. Verma, member of the Reserve Bank of the Monetary Policy Committee, had said the policy should be focusing on the further strengthening and repo rate and take to close up for now. It is the last MPC meeting. The Verma, the professor finance and accounting IIM Ahmedabad, who spoke the Judge Matthew said that what we have done to may do in the 2022 only bring the inflation down in mid 2023. SBI slashed the saving bank deposit rate by 5 basis points. Country's largest bank lender SBI slashed the interest rate saving bank deposit the 5 basis points to the 2.7%. The revised rate of the applicable the balance less than the 10 crore according to the bank website. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट आइडिया नोकिया इरिस्कॉन बैक टू द जियो 3 billion contract. Reliance Jio, the country's largest telecom service provider, on Monday awarded long-term contract for global gear Fisker, Ericsson and Nokia roll out the standalone 5G. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट स्टडी एग्रीवेटेड टेक्निकल एंड कमर्शियल लॉस एंड पावर डिस्कॉम वाइडन इन द 2021-2022 power discom distribution company discom saw that their aggregated technical and commercial FT and the C losses widened to 22.32% in the 2021 from to 20.273% in 2019 and 20 report Power Finance Commission started. Iridice Financial Access Bank to making the genius in Max Live deal. अब चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पेज पे जो स्पोर्ट की है तो आज के इंडियन एक्सप्रेस न्यूज एनालिसिस पे इतनी ही थैंक यू जय हिंद।